What up, everybody, and welcome to Baz on Blades. My name is Baz, and I typically talk about blades, but today we're obviously in the music room. We've got an unboxing. It's another Firefly. I know you've already seen the title of the video, so we're going to get straight into this. Today, for my box opening, we're using the Kershaw Launch 1. Anybody that lives in an area that you can legally own and carry an automatic knife, you should look into the Kershaw Launch line. They are the best deal ever on an American-made automatic. Beautiful work, good blade steel, just a great deal. We're going to open both ends of this box. It makes it easier to get that styrofoam sarcophagus out of there that protects this guitar, and this one will have needed it because there's some damage to the box here. Let's check this out. I've already documented that damage right there. It's a fairly lightweight guitar. What we've got here is the Firefly Bone Shredder, and this is their homage to the George Lynch Mr. Scary guitar, the Skull and Bones guitar. From the 80s is the first time I saw it, in 1986. I've wanted this guitar for 40 years. 40 years. Apparently the United States is not the only anniversary this year. Going for the big 250. So let's get this guitar out here. Let's see if there's any damage to this styrofoam on the inside. Damn it, I just hit the camera. Let's see if we're still in there. We still in there. Let's okay, there we go. What we do with the knife? Yeah. Let's get this thing open. Okay, that's popped right there on the thin side. I don't see that the impact to the side did anything, but just right there, that little bit over the body. So I think we're going to be okay. That's the body end, I believe, from the way the weight feels. Let's go up here. Get all this stuff right here. Get all this stuff right here. One more. Alrighty then. I think we're going to be okay. We won't know until we get it out of this stupid foam bag. So we've got the Firefly version of the George Lynch Mr. Scary. They call it the Bone Shredder. And this is a very good option if you want one of these guitars and you can't afford the approximately $6,000 to $8,000 that it costs to get one from Mr. Scary himself. Which you can if you want, and if I was made out of money, I certainly would have done that before I would have bought a Firefly. But Firefly is a great company for us older guys that have wants, needs, and desires that are above our pay grade, or we've got family to take care of, or life, or whatever. God, there's going to be styrofoam everywhere. So let's hurry up and get this thing out of the box. I don't know what all I'm going to do here. We may flip the MT-15 on there and check it out a little bit. Hockey stick, reverse hockey stick. Got a roasted maple neck. Let's check this thing out here. Check it out. Teasing, checking it out. Teasing a little bit, checking it out. Look at that. That's what we're talking about right there, guys. One of the most iconic guitar designs from the 80s. Like I said, 1986 is the first time I ever saw this guitar in the Dokken It's Not Love video. Huh. This got some wankiness going on in the middle of it here. I'm not super duper excited about that. Can you guys see that right in the middle of it? That line going across it? That's a place in the wood. I'll have to do a deep dive on that and figure out what's going on there. Not sure exactly what's going on there, but well, you know, we are talking about a $250 guitar. Neck looks okay. Fretboard is rosewood. You've got a lightly figured roasted flame maple neck on it. I don't know if they advertise it as flame maple or not. It is roasted. Yeah, I'm going to say it's roasted for sure. Got the carving on the top. I see a couple of little places where there's some white paint where it shouldn't be, where they painted the bones. Just a couple of little spots. And I'm not sure exactly. Hold on, guys. All right. I'm going to put on my sexy librarian glasses. Everybody control themselves. Let's see here. I don't know. I'm not sure exactly if this top is something that's applied or if it's actually carved. I have to get on it closer to see if the wood grain is going through everything. Huh. Definitely an ash body. Most definitely. It's a very thin top coat paint-wise. So you fully see the grain, and apparently the grain is running through the carvings. So this may actually be a carved top. It may actually be a carved top. Like I say, I'll have to look at it a little closer. So, we've got an ash body, this carved top. You've got a Floyd Rose. It is a marked Floyd Rose. Who knows what series it is. These are supposed to be Korean sourced bridges. That's what they're advertising. You've got a single humbucker, a single volume, no tone knob, but it does, the single volume is a push-pull, and it feels like a cheap push-pull pot. The neck profile is modern, relaxed C, slightly flattened in the back. I'm going to say it is thickness-wise at the first fret, it's going to go probably about 20 millimeters. That means we're going to probably be about 22 millimeters at the 12th fret. And that's on the thin side. It does feel thin. It does feel good. It's approximately what an Ibanez Wizard 3 is, the current standard series Wizard neck. It feels a lot like the Jackson Speed neck profile on my Jackson Dinkies. The soloist necks that I have may be the slightest bit thinner, but it's thin. It's thin. Non-locking tuners, Grover-esque mini tuner style tuners. Oh man, listen to those springs. That's insane. That's insane. But I'm going to block that trim anyway because I don't use a Floyd Rose. Alright, other than the wankiness that's going on in the middle of the body, and it's like it steps up in thickness at one point. And they may all be like that. I don't know. I'll have to go back and look at that. I mean, it doesn't hurt it as far as anything goes. The body doesn't do anything but house everything else. And for $250, unless the neck is twisted or screwed up, I don't know. This does have ball-in stainless frets. I believe this guitar is built on a 24 3/4 inch scale length, like a Les Paul. It is a 22 fret neck. That does not matter to me at all because I am not a lead player. You know, I'm like chuggy, chuggy, chuggy down here on the neck. The action is on the low side for a Firefly. Okay, I don't know what it's tuned to. Let's see if we've got a, let's see if we've got a tuner here. You can tune a tuner, but you can't tune a Firefly guitar. Isn't that the saying? I don't know. Let's see what we got here. I'd say this thing is probably tuned to standard. Okay, the tuning is dropped on it. The D string is barely registering, so this is dropped down at least a full step almost. It's barely registering on the tuner. Well, we won't be playing it now because I will have to unlock the nut, stretch the strings, retune it, stretch the strings, retune it, stretch the strings, and I think I'll save that for the actual review of the guitar. Now, other than that little dippy-do in the middle of the body, which very well could be there on purpose, because I don't honestly know what would cause that. I don't honestly know. Maybe they've stepped down the upper bout of the body. I don't know, because it goes straight across the body. I think this top is actually I don't know, it's got wood grain going through it. Now, all of the little details and stuff, now even if the bones and everything is done CNC style, all the little detailing, a lot of that I think is probably done by hand, you know, with like a little grinder tool, pencil style grinder tool. But you don't have time with a pencil style grinder tool to sit down and mimic the wood grain flowing through everything. The hell is that? All right. So that might actually be a carved top. I don't know. It's got a perimeter on it. So guys, I'm not sure. I wonder if that's a veneer that is stuck on, and then they glue the veneer to the top. No, that's absolutely not it. That is carved. I'm looking at the grain on the side of it. The grain is flowing up through the side of it, up through the carving. I don't know if you'll be able to see that there. But look at the wood grain. The wood grain flows from the side into the side of that carving. So I'm going to say that is actually a carved top. Hey, $251. Even with a little boo-boo on the top of it that is 100% cosmetic, and that's got to be there on purpose. That's absolutely got to be there on purpose. I don't know. That's interesting. I think it looks good. Got a nice dark rosewood fretboard. Everything seems to be everything. I'm assuming the tremolo bar is in the box. Even got a little bit of flame maple neck going on. That's not bad. Can you guys see that? That's not bad at all. All right. We'll look at it from the side. It is, I don't know how it looks on the camera, but it's pretty thin. This may be absolutely the thinnest neck I've ever gotten from Firefly. It's a little bit thinner than the Stratocaster neck. That is the 9.5 to 14-inch compound radius fretboard neck that they use, and it's pretty thin. It's pretty thin, but this is slightly thinner and a little more modern shape, so that's going to be super comfortable to play. We're going to close this out. There's your unboxing. Give you a good idea of what to expect. for $251. Now these are normally $269 or something like that, so it'd be almost $300 with shipping, but they're on sale for Memorial Day at guitarsgarden.com. They were $30 off, and then I looked around and found a $10 coupon code. Used that as well. Got it to my door for $251 after shipping. If the electronics work, the pickup's halfway decent, which I've watched some reviews, and the pickup is actually supposed to be halfway decent, nearly 15K output level. So that'll be workable right there as long as it's a workable tone. I'll spend a couple of days with it. Then we'll come back, we'll do the sound test, the tabletop, the in-depth review, and let you guys see everything there is to see about this thing. But there's your unboxing of the Firefly Bone Shredder, which is their copy of the George Lynch J-Frog, originally built, but now Mr. Scary George Lynch building them. I like it. Like I say, I've wanted one for 40 years, and this gives this a way for my broke ass to be able to get one. And maybe yours too, because we're all broke. It's 2026. So as always, thank you for taking the time to watch one of my videos. God bless all of you, and we will talk to you again.